What is up, Autobots? Ironhide is coming at you, recording a new gameplay video for you. A lot has changed since the last time I made a video, so I thought I'd just kind of keep you up to date. I had to level my headquarters up to level 9, which changed a few things. Moved up to zone 6, and that was a little bit tough doing some attacks, so I figured I'd share with you what's working when I attack these zone 6 bases, as well as my defense strategy had to change a little bit. People were sneaking into my base and getting some good attacks in, so I had to change up that a little. Also got some new software on my phone here, so I wanted to give that a quick test and see if I like this software for recording videos better than the way I was doing it before. So we're going to give that a quick test right now and see how this video comes out. If I like it, I'll share it with you. If it comes out like crap, I'll do it again. But I like this because I can touch the screen all over the place here and it'll actually show you where I'm clicking. I figured that might be useful. So yeah, we'll fire up the game here. We'll get on in, and like I said, since the last time I talked to you guys, I have leveled up to level 9, and it changed a few things for me, both attacking and defensively. So I guess since I got my base right in front of me here, we'll start with defensive strategy. I just got my shock tower since I leveled up to 9, and I wanted to keep that as close to my headquarters as humanly possible. It doesn't have a very big range, so I figured keeping it close to my headquarters would be a pretty good idea. But it's also still close to my beam laser there, which is upgrading. And my defense strategy, even though my base has changed quite a bit, it still revolves around the same concept, which is protecting the beam laser. Beam laser is right dead in the center. Typically people come from either the left or they come over here from the right. So I doubled up the walls on the left and the right, as well as put a stasis mine in front of each one and in the front just in case. But yeah, you'll notice my beam laser's right there, dead center in the middle. People are going to come after that. Everybody wants to get your beam laser like right off the bat. That's what they're going to do. So you'll notice how my mortars, which are, you know, pretty much the next strongest thing you've got to help you out, they're in the back corners here, and their range perfectly fits to hit that beam laser. If anybody's in there pounding on that beam laser and they try to rush in there, my mortars are going to be able to hit them. A lot of people I keep seeing, they'll take their mortar and they'll put it right up against their beam laser. And I just don't understand why people do this. I'm going to give you an example. I'm going to slide my mortar in just like this. And when it's right next to my beam laser like that, you'll notice there's a little dead zone. If I put my mortar out here, you can see it even better. There's a little dead zone around the mortar. If an enemy bot is standing in that zone, the mortar cannot hit them. So don't be that guy. Don't be that guy or that gal who puts their mortar right in against their beam laser, because it won't be able to help if somebody rushes in there. And you know they're going to go after your beam laser. That's what everybody wants to get to. So don't pack your mortar right up against it. Don't do that. That's just a silly idea. Keep it out a little bit so that it can crash right in to the meat of its range there, and take out anybody who rushes in to get your beam laser. The next thing I'll point out is that I've got these laser turrets, which can hit air targets. They're packed in right next to the beam laser because the most common way people are going to try to get to it is to air bomb it. I've got all 3 of these things in here, and if people try to fly in there and bomb my beam laser, then all 3 of those are going to hit any jet that's on its way in. That's a key. So keep those actually packed in against the beam laser. My front outpost here, whether they come from the left or the right, they always come from the left or the right. They never come right up the front. That's got Optimus sitting inside, and you can't see that because I'm still in edit mode like an idiot. Let's get out of here. Click on here. There we go. Optimus is hanging out right inside. And you're going to see in an example here in a second, Optimus is no joke as an outpost protector. Put him in the front of your base. He's like a wall. He'll rush right out to greet people, and he will stop them in their tracks, literally like a wall. He just puts a dead stop to it. And you're going to see that in a second. And then the other thing that I really like doing so far with all of my base defense strategies so far, no matter what my base has looked like, is to put a ranged bot in my second outpost. My gunner, I was lucky enough to get a 4-star cliff jumper right from the get-go, which is awesome. But you'll notice I have that outpost behind the wall because everybody's going to rush in to try to take out that cluster of defenses I have in the middle. Cliff Jumper is an animal out there, or any other ranged bot that you can get, because when he comes out of the outpost, he's not going to rush in to attack. He's going to stay behind that wall, which is key, because most enemy bots, if they have an ability to rush in and attack something, they've already used that ability. Maybe their abilities are still recharging. They're trying to get ability points. They're not going to be able to just crash through that second wall and go after a Cliff Jumper. He's going to have some time to sit back there and just rain bullets down on enemy defenders. So that really is the heart of my strategy. I have certain defenses set up to protect, certain things. Certain turrets set up to protect certain turrets. My mortars are protecting my beam laser. My laser turrets are protecting my beam laser. Optimus is protecting everything, basically the front line. And Cliff Jumper, he's just a beast, coming from the back, the backside there. So yeah, I guess I'll just give you an example real quick. This last poor schmuck that tried to come in and attack my base, he didn't even get to Cliff Jumper. Optimus just straight walled him. So let's check it out. Let's go to the menu here. Let's pull up the battle history. Let's go to defenses, and let's see what happens when you try to come into old Ironhide's base without a solid plan of attack. I mean, this is just a straight murder. And I don't know what this guy was thinking. He tried to come from the left side like everyone always does. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 Decepticons coming in. Coming in hot, beam laser activated. He tried to bomb my beam laser, didn't work, and then Optimus, no joke, 1 Decepticon down, 2 Decepticons down, 3 Decepticons down, all on Optimus's watch. And then he's going to turn and take out this guy. I don't know whether you want to give Optimus credit for that one. The beam laser was definitely helping, yada, 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 but for the love, I'm just going to replay this one more time because I zoomed in there. You didn't get to see the full thing. It's a short one anyway. But yeah, this defensive strategy, albeit very simple and squared in looking as it is, it works. Everything, all of my turrets are set up to protect each other, and it's just a slaughter when this guy comes in. You can kind of watch it again from a wider angle here. Beam laser is doing work. Stasis mine does its job, stops him. Optimus comes out and says, "Yep, you shall not pass." I mean, he just ran right into him and killed him just straight up. My auto cannons are leveled up pretty far, so they're helping Optimus there. And then you see that the shot that cannon just got on that guy, and then the beam laser kicks in. I mean, from every angle, there's just no chance. So that's what I've been doing as far as defensive strategy goes. It's been working. If you want to use my concept, go right ahead. If not, no harm, no foul. If you think it sucks, then you can leave an angry YouTube comment like every other person in the world seems to think that they need to do. Otherwise, if you like it, cool, use it. No harm, no foul. Peace, love, and, well, maybe not peace in this game. We're kicking some Decepticon tail. Anyway, moving on. Let's move on to offensive strategy. Since I have been leveling up here, got up to headquarters level 9, I've been attacking zone 6. It was a little bit tough at first until I kind of got the hang of it, bringing 6 bots with me. And at this point, you just need to accept the fact that you have to use every one of your bots' abilities. You just do. You can't just spam one bot and hope that you're gonna accomplish anything. You gotta use all of your bots, all their abilities, and kind of do it as a team effort if you want to win as you're ranking up through these zones. So I guess what I'll do is I'll just go hit it real quick. I'm gonna go to my menu and my battle history, and we're not gonna show you this victory. That was me just trying to level up good old Grimlock right here, tapping on his pretty smile. He's a 3-star Grimlock, but I got to level him up, so I've been hitting some smaller bases to do that. In the meantime, if I come over here, this was a pretty darn good attack. 100,000 of each one of the resources. I'm going to bring 6 bots in here with me, and I am going to own this Zone 6 base. I'm going to show you how I did it. This will queue up. Go gadget replay. Loading. Loading. All right, so here we go. I'm going to come in from the left-hand side. And one of the first things I'm going to do is take my Acid Strike from Skydive. I'm going to hit that Beam Laser. Now, this is really important. It's not going to take it out completely. It's just going to hurt it really bad. I'm going to use Skydive to also go take out that mortar in the back over there. I'm going to have Air Raid hit the second mortar. Now, watch what I do with Air Raid here. Air Raid only attacked once. I'm going to use him again to take out that little sliver of health that Beam Laser has. And now the Beam Laser is gone. Don't use the same bot's ability over and over and over. Twice is probably enough in one match. If you do that, you're going to waste ability points. It costs more every single time you want to use a bot's ability again. So you'll notice how when that Beam Laser had a sliver of health left, I didn't attack it with Skydive. I attacked it with Air Raid because it cost half as much to use Air Raid's ability at that point in the match. Don't waste ability points. If another bot's ability costs less and will do the job, use it. I made the mistake of doing that over and over in the beginning. I just wasn't paying attention. I would panic and I wouldn't take my battles slowly, and it makes a big difference. So while I was rambling about that, we missed, well, maybe you saw it, but I wasn't pointing it out. Pyromagna used his ability to go in and take out the one mortar that was left. Just kind of slid in there real quick because it had a sliver of health. At this point, I've also used Cliff Jumper's ability, but again, I was rambling about air strikes. But that's really the most important takeaway. I see a lot of people do it. You know, you'll use an air strike and it costs 4 ability points. And then the next time it costs 5. And then the next time it costs 8. Well, don't spend 8 ability points when 4 ability points from another bot's ability will do. Be cognizant of that. I'm going to bust out the big words. At this point, I wanted to use Optimus's ability to attack the headquarters, but he's out of range. We're too far away. So I guess we'll fast forward through this. Blah, 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 blah. And as he gets close enough to the headquarters, then we can Inspiring Charge, get everybody in there, and you know how the rest of this goes. Blah, blah, blah. Headquarters down. All your bases belong to Ironhide. Woohoo. Let's hit the replay button one more time. I'm going to point out the things that we missed while I was rambling. But hey, I'm just trying to help you guys out in the long run. We'll fast forward through the beginning here. My first couple of air strikes, blah, blah, blah. Beam Laser is going to go down because I used Air Raid. Alright, so now you're going to notice this this mortar up here I'm clicking on in the back has a sliver of health left. I'm going to use Cliff Jumper to take out that mortar right there, gone. And then Pyromagna, I am going to use his little rush ability to slide in here and get rid of this thing so that I can stop getting pelted. And then at this point, we know how the story goes. But there's another key pivotal moment that happens here after I get rid of this Decepticon that valiantly tried but failed. Yeah, that's a cluster bomb. You're not getting out of there, buddy. I realized my bots have low health and they're headed right for the shock tower, and I say, oh god, this is not good. So Optimus, get us out of here. Go attack whatever you can that's close to the headquarters. That thing right there, that turret was the closest. So I got him away from that shock tower, and then, you know, from there, they're much less likely to die. Cliff Jumper can now finish off the shock tower by himself, and cool. Now we need to skip him. Blah, 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 blah. Fast forward. Here we go. Off to the races. All your bases belong to Ironhide. Skadoosh. Done. You defeated Swindle. Prime victory. 100% destruction. Get some. So yeah, there you go. I hope you guys find this stuff useful. It's fun for me to record these videos. I like to share what's working. Some people are just angry and want to say angry things no matter what you do. I don't know why. I guess that's just YouTube for you. But hey, if anybody in my alliance, or maybe not in my alliance, somewhere else in some other distant alliance playing this same exact game, finds any of this crap useful, then good, great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus. So yeah, thanks for watching. Yeah. I appreciate the views. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the subscribes. I've been seeing a lot of subscribers running through. And yeah, just remember, There's a fine line between being a hero and being a memory.